Hello, Gemini. Welcome to weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 14th going to the 20th of November. So let's have a look together and see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. Okay, let's get one more. Okay, interesting. Some of you are dealing with like deeper wounds within this week. Like you'll find yourself kind of like I feel like you may have just got out of something here. Let me carry on with the cards first, but I can kind of get like survivor mode. Like you've been on like survival mode for such a long time. Like now that you are out of it, whether it's just an enlightening moment, you've just realized that you've been battling through, and like I'm getting like a very masculine energy coming from you, Gemini. But now like you're just probably just wanting to sleep a lot more. Like I'm just getting this very like all I'm saying though, like all I'm feeling like though is kind of like you still feel lost, and that is one of the cards that's coming through. Like you do still feel like you don't know everything that you need to know. Like there's some missing pieces. Of course, this makes sense. Like we're never gonna know everything, number one, but you do feel like you're not where you want to be. There's a position where you might even be in a very like uncomfortable temporary situation for some of you, but like you're able like to rest now. Like you may not be where you want to be, but you're in a safer place is what I'm getting. Like this could even just be within yourself. Like maybe within yourself, you feel like you can actually be in your body a bit more. Some of you may have like, I feel like disassociating, like some of you may struggle with that, where you kind of like, kind of come out your body a little bit. I don't know what they're saying, but here we go. Like, let me pull the rest of the cards out though. Like this is where I feel like this is a deeper message all of a sudden. I feel like again we need to pay attention to our sleep though. Like we might need some help with that for some of you. I'd suggest coming off your phone around nighttime. Like it can be tempting when you can't sleep because of course you just want to focus on something else. But yeah, I kind of get like maybe reading before bed could be more helpful for you. But yeah, we need more sleep. Gemini, please. Let's see. Current energy, please, for Gemini. It's a lot, but let's go for it. Okay, I like this. So what I'm picking up on kind of feels more subconscious then. Like it kind of feels like you are currently in a position, as you can see with the Hanged Man, you do feel stuck. Like this is something that you can't control right now, though. This goes in very well with the To the Sea card. You could be traveling, absolutely, but this is a card of being on a journey. You've just come out of something. This kind of reminds me of the Six of Swords, actually, where you're moving towards something calmer, like you're learning, maybe you're in your own energy a bit more. Like you could feel like you're spending some more time alone, or maybe you are more alone than what you're used to here. But this is an energy of kind of getting to know yourself on a deeper level. And this is also what the Hanged Man is about. It's about being in an uncomfortable position, feeling a bit stuck here, but seeing life in a different way, seeing things in a different perspective here. This is an opportunity to work on yourself a bit more. We have the Eight of Pentacles, so working more on yourself. Again, this is putting time and energy into something. So this could be a project, a plan. This looks really good for your career and your finances as well here. I'm smelling some pineapple. Don't know why. Might be like called to eat more fruits, like sweet things. We have the Nine of Cups. So I actually see some achievement coming through actually in your workplace. This is getting wish fulfillment here. Achieving something great. This is achieving something. But this is like very surface layer. Like I feel like there's deeper stuff that Spirit wants to speak about. Page of Cups, dealing with your emotions. This could be also again like an offer coming through. This could be someone who wants to speak to you. All right, but this is also like emotional fulfillment. Like I feel like some of you could be actually starting to go down like doing something towards your childhood dream or something towards again your inner child here. Clarify Page of Cups. Three of Wands, I feel like this is like a message coming through for some of you that you've been waiting for. Like this could just be something to celebrate because it is coming out with the Eight of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. Like for a lot of you, you are working on like, again, self-satisfaction, doing things for yourself. Maybe you grew up with a bit of, again, people pleasing. For some of you, like you may have had very difficult parents, very difficult people in the past where, you know, they were kind of like they didn't really regulate their emotions that good. Like when people kind of have disassociative like tendencies, it's because you didn't feel safe, once upon a time or whenever that was. So like you may just kind of people kind of come out their bodies or like again stay stuck in their head, kind of stay stuck in just thinking mode. So they don't feel things, It's like an escapism. Especially with the Hanged Man, this is Piscean energy, that is escapism. So I feel like you're fulfilling more childhood like dreams now. You're actually giving to your inner child here. For some of you, if you actually do have children now, or if you're spending more time around children, and I can see that you're healing your inner child with this by giving them what you needed, like this is healing you. This is interesting. Because this is service layer and I see fulfillment. This is good. And again, people pleasing is what I was also going to say, Gemini. This is also where it comes from. Like, we had to please someone who was very difficult. This could have been someone who had aggression here or used money against you, like really random here, like used gifts against you. This came out as I was saying this here, Aries, Leo, Sag, but I'm getting very strong Aries from that actually because of like temper, very hot-headed, regardless of their star sign. Okay. Now I kind of want to go into the deeper things of this because I feel like it needs to be addressed. But I think you guys are going through like an awakening of some kind when it comes down to coming out of these like people pleasing, but it's more about just like certain tendencies that you don't. It's like being on automatic mode, kind of just being on default. And your default is of course the subconscious mind. Yes, Gemini, we're going deep into this for some reason. So that we can actually understand why we're doing this. And I think you guys are doing this, like you're going deeper into yourself, or at least Spirit's really asking you to, like, you're safe now is one thing I want to say to you. So you may have moved here and like you're in more of a comfortable position now. The time for nap is a card where we're actually like, okay, we can now rest. Usually this comes from actually achieving something. And again, with the Nine of Cups, I can see that you are achieving something, but you are still on a journey. With the To the Sea card, okay? But this is where Spirit's like, you're safe. Like, I feel like I just want to say that to you, you're safe. You may not be where you want to be just yet. Like, you're not at that safe place just yet. But you're in something that is safer than where you've come from. And this could, again, just be an energy that you're in. We have serendipity coming in next, which is nice. Because this speaks of, like, almost like a timeline. I can see. When you are ready, when you really catch up on this, like your energy levels, I see that you're going to take a leap of faith. So if you're a bit down about your energy levels now, or like you just kind of feel like exhausted easier, more quickly here, I see like a random boost of energy is going to make you do something. With the serendipity is taking a leap of faith. It's like trusting in the universe and just going with something that you feel is the right thing to do. We also have judgment here, which says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So again, you're kind of really coming from a very peaceful level where you're seeing something very different, but you're only being able to do this now because you're away from it. Like maybe you're looking back and actually seeing your childhood differently, or you're seeing something differently with a situation here where there's no judgment. Come off of it. Gemini, we have the judgment here. Now, not only is that so fucking divine, but this is about learning a lesson, like you're finally able to move forward. And then the wild card comes after. This is literally how the Fool's journey goes. You guys are about to go back on another journey here. You're starting a complete new chapter because after the wild, we have the Fool card. And that's exactly what the serendipity is about. It's a leap of faith. I'm hearing goodwill. Goodwill, a leap of faith out of goodwill. So you guys, maybe this is how you're looking at things now. Again, look at this. You're seeing something in a much more freeing way. The Four of Swords, again, is healing. It's resting. It's, again, catching up on that sleep. It's actually addressing the pain, but in a much more, like, different way. The Four of Swords comes after the Three. So you know what, like, the worst of it is over. You've been through more painful, like, you've been through the pain. Now you're addressing the pain. You're able to learn a lesson from the pain. doing the deepest stuff, but this time it doesn't hurt you to do it. Like you're bringing up old emotions, yes, but you're knowing that this is a lot better. Like you're really doing some inner work here, and the sun card here is freeing energy. You guys could suffer with like headaches or migraines here. We might need some more water here, so to hydrate yourself. And to be around water is actually really good for you. Like I would say that this is a good energy for you to be in. But please, you're entering a complete new chapter, Gemini. Like it doesn't get any clearer than this moment with the judgment and the world. This is a new chapter for you. Some of you could be traveling here. I'm seeing England here. I'll be going to the UK or something. Anyways. Like I'm just seeing like a complete new phase. Yeah, some of you could definitely be traveling. Some of you could be traveling for work here or an opportunity. There's travel involved here. The Ace of Pentacles coming through with the Knight of Wands. You guys could also be like, again, qualifying here. Like I'm seeing something to do with education because of course, Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy, ninth house energy is about like higher education. You guys could be extending a course here. You guys could be learning something. You guys could be making an investment to travel, or again to be in some higher education. I can see coming through. This is a new chapter for you. Yeah, look at this. So much happiness coming through. But look at this in the background though. You've been through some difficult challenges here. You might have been dealing with a stubborn person here. Someone who, again, was a bit selfish is what I'm seeing here. Very unfair is what I'm getting here as well with the Six of Pentacles here too. Maybe if you had another sibling or something, or like they always gave to somebody else, like someone didn't pay attention to you. This could have been, again, a childhood wound here. Gemini, I kind of see a sense here that maybe, yeah, like I get the sense of like you really, I'm gonna say like you might really like love an outcast here. I don't know what it is, but it's only because you felt outcasted. So you're always trying to lift up people who could be, you know, rejected by us. Like it's almost like you might, okay, be careful with that here. You're not here to save anybody, number one, unless you do that for a career, then great. But in terms of love, maybe you fell into like a savior concept. An email coming through here. Laura could be significant. Because you know what it's like to want love. You know what it's like to want to be loved or something like this, like want that attention or something, feeling like no one cares. Like you understand that, Gemini, which is why you tend to go towards people who are troubled. Just be careful of that, bro, because you could get yourself or may have gotten yourself in situations that were difficult. But some of you may be looking at relationships and understanding that came from a childhood wound. Wanting to save someone because you understood them. But I don't think they were able to understand themselves. This person may have liked to be that way. But again, someone's not opening up here. Okay. Yeah, Seven of Wands, like there's resistance here. Look at the Three of Swords here as well. Like this was very painful. Seven of Wands, like I think you really tried to help somebody here, but they just kept sabotaging, a very stubborn energy. You know, they couldn't open up, or they couldn't give, or they just couldn't, I don't know what it is, they just couldn't do what you needed them to do. Whether it's change, because I'm getting a stubborn, closed off energy. And Seven of Wands, this could be the other way around, whatever it is, Gemini, for you. Seven of Wands is constantly trying to battle something, constantly trying to get something. This is a card of resistance as well, though. Three of Swords, pain, Knight of Swords, maybe someone's wives are very, yeah, again, look, Six of Cups, this is the past energy, this is childhood energy here. But the Sun card is you're freeing your inner child. Look at that. Beautiful energy. Some of you guys are understanding that you can't fix somebody. This could be a parental figure, Gemini. You can't change something here. But what I'm seeing is it's good to address yourself. Like it's good to address yourself. Stop like healing others when you might need the healing. Another email is coming through. I don't think you can hear him with this mic, but I'm just gonna let you know every time it happens when I say something interesting. I feel like someone is very like they have outbursts and it can be very heartbreaking for you. Like this person bottles in their pain, by the way. You understand this. Like I do have some empathy here, and I think this is because you're starting to have some empathy here with a judgment. Like you're just understanding this person doesn't mean to be like this, but it doesn't excuse their behavior. Like it doesn't excuse the way that they treat you. So you are maybe distancing yourself from this. You're releasing it. Judgment is again releasing. It's moving on, like it's moving past something, moving away from something. But they would hold it all in and it would burst out and it would be painful. Accusations that were painful, words that were painful. Yeah, like you have Five of Wands, like kind of conflict here. Four of Cups coming through is almost like rejection of some kind, or like setting something out here. So again, stubborn energy. Someone might be refusing love. I feel like you just couldn't get through to somebody here. That's what it feels like. You couldn't get through to somebody. The Strength card, you know, you really tried. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. Again, she's kind of like a healer here. Like, and I see this as you, Gemini. And this is really strange, and I never normally get this, but in this kind of message, again, it's not going to be for everybody. If it's for you, then it's for you. If it's not, then don't worry about it. It's just not your reading this week. But I get this sense that you're the one in the Seven of Swords here, Gemini. Like, it's almost in a sense, he's carrying the Five of Swords, which is walking away, separation. It's like accepting defeat in something. And you're leaving the Two Swords, which is about someone needs to make their own decision here. That you're no longer going to keep trying and going through this battle over and over again. Five of Wands with somebody who's just shutting out. Four of Swords, this person is very stubborn. It's a very stubborn energy. Yeah, Four of Swords. So some of you could be taking a break from this person. Now, this is actually, the Tower card is a separation, but Four of Swords is, of course, healing. You're moving away from something, taking a break from something, but this is a break card. So I'm kind of feeling like this isn't like the end, but it is an end of a chapter. Yeah, absolutely. It's an end of a chapter. You've learned a lesson here, Empress energy coming through, which is something I've been trying to say for the air signs. It looks like this is an energy that you're wanting to, like, needing to be in now. Like, you don't need to be, I think you've been in that masculine energy, like I said in the beginning, like the provider, the chaser, doing this, doing that, being of service, kind of like being in charge of something, or trying to be, like, powering through. It's Mars ruled, you know? It's like action, 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 like doing, doing, doing. The Empress energy that the universe is wanting you to be in is of rest, it's of compassion, it's of, now that you're able to chill, I think your mind will be able to really, and your intuition as well, that divine feminine is very intuitive as well. Being in that energy of actually giving to yourself, loving, you know, giving that love to yourself so that then it then outpours to everything else around you. It has to be given to yourself first. Like this slow down energy is this Empress energy. And I think this is what they're suggesting, is this is now an energy that you're in. This is where you learn the lessons. This is where you also reap the rewards, by the way. The Emperor builds the structure so the Empress can then sit pretty in it. Doesn't mean she doesn't do anything, but it does mean she attracts in abundance. She doesn't have to work so hard. So you guys really push, push, push. You really, I feel like you've been exhausted in life. I think you've maybe gone for years of pushing and trying and pushing and trying in anything. Like, I just see this as very general in your life, not just with this relationship and dynamic with somebody. I'm not getting pure romance. Like, this could be parents, friends, like it could be lovers, but it's just something we've really tried. It could be a friend that, you know, is like a sibling to you almost. Like this, they feel like family. Like, this is why you have a lot of care here. The Seven of Swords is like, you may feel guilty with leaving them, but they have to make a decision to open up to this change or not. Like, this is not your fault. all right? Because you've been round and round with them. This Five of Swords is never ending, you know? The way some think. They have excuses or what? Like, this Tower card is you're allowing something to fall. You didn't create the Tower. Can I just say this to you? This was kind of inevitable because this was probably where the resistance was. You didn't want something to fall down. You didn't want something to fall apart here. But you felt responsible for this because someone made you responsible for this. But you're not, Gemini, and I think you're understanding that you need to look out for you, which is why you're coming into this restful period. And now this is where you're removing any judgment. That you do have a lot of empathy and getting chills. This is an end of an old way of being. So that you've learned a lesson here. And I think you're focusing now on yourself. Like, this is where we have this Hermit energy coming through. So much wisdom coming through with this. You're an old soul. I always find with the Hermit energy, people who take on this have had to grow up from a very young age, kind of have to deal with life's challenges from a very young age. This is like an old soul. You've been through a lot in many lifetimes. Yeah, look at this. You guys have like someone in spirit who's looking out for you, by the way, that's sending you a blessing. Could be a lover, but could be a very important choice to make. They're asking you to take your time to make this choice. Something to do with yourself, something to do with your path. But the angels are looking out for you, Gemini. And again, this is where that rest is needed. Like, rest up, Gemini. This is your card as well with the Lovers, by the way. You might be very closed off to love, like unsure about investing here, but I see it will pay off. Could be with an earth sign or someone who's like very, yeah. This could lead to marriage. Something about the teeth here. The lower teeth, I don't know, it's very random, Gemini. Or you could have sensitive teeth, they have sensitive teeth. I don't know, it's very random. Just, this is putting it out there, super random. Queen of Wands, very beautiful energy coming through. You guys will definitely be attracting in love and romance. And you'll also be attracting in a very beautiful partner, by the way. Very beautiful partner. It's getting a lot of beauty involved. There could be a Leo here. It doesn't have to be, though. There's a lot of attention in this. Someone will stand out to you. You stand out to someone here. Oh, I did not see that coming through. This is mutual. This is beautiful. This is very, very nice, Gemini. This is a very balanced dynamic. When the Six of Pentacles comes through, this is balanced. Like, I think you'll be able to tell this is the right person. There could also be someone else trying to get with you or like trying to get your attention here because you have the Six of Wands. You have a lot of attention on you. There's something about, there was someone else trying to get your attention, but this person like is not getting any attention anymore. Like, I'm just seeing that there was someone else in the picture, but like they were the wrong person. So yeah, someone started to give to the right person here. It feels like this is the Two of Cups. Scorpio energy, but this is, yeah, an ending of this Emperor energy here. This could be a relationship with a father figure. Here, Gemini, it doesn't have to be. This could be a legal situation. Libra, Aries, again, Scorpio, doesn't matter here. But this is ending of a contract with somebody here. And the Five of Swords is also here as well. This could just be a boss. Here we go. Yeah, you were really trying to juggle things for this person, trying to fix their problems here, but you're walking away. It's not serving you emotionally. It's actually draining you. Hermit energy. This is your lesson that you're learning here. You're looking at this from a higher perspective. Yeah, you're attracting in a very beautiful, beautiful energy. Some of you, if you're pregnant, or like I'm seeing it there being like a very beautiful family being created from this, by the way. So this is a relationship that you're very likely going to have children with. Could be very, I'm picking up very feminine energies. So like I feel like you're going to have a lot of gals here. Or you do, and they're very beautiful, like this, very beautiful. Anyways, interesting. All right, Gemini, I think I've been going on for too long. Let's pull you some love cards. Yeah, you're healing a lot. Like, I love this. We have trust coming through in love. All right, the situation calls for you to have trust and faith. We release your ex, all right? And I feel like this is also talking about the past. We have codependency and stay optimistic here. Maybe there was some codependency involved, again, some addictions or something. Like someone, yeah, there was something here. We have unrequited love. Maybe this could be the one coming through. So that's, of course, the new situation. You're leaving the past in the past. You're understanding that it's not never going to reciprocate. Okay, let's grab this card. Heart-to-heart conversations. We're having very deep, open conversation here. Like I'm seeing a relationship coming through where you're actually being able to give what you need, like, and that's reciprocated. Like the both of you really fit together. Like both of you have what each other needs. Very divinely like matched, divinely placed, I'm hearing. Let's get you some tea leaf tarot as well for Gemini. We have carrot. This is opportunity or windfall. So again, your money's looking good. You have candle coming through. So again, this is spirit saying that you'll be shown the way. They are looking out for you. We have chain. There's some big changes coming through. The actions that you make have some karma involved. Again, chains of events that will affect your life. This is going to be very drastic for you. But this is the candle here is just suggesting that you will be shown the way. Like this is troubling. Like this feels troublesome. Like this feels like an obstacle here. But I feel like this is for the better. This is something you feel intuitively to do, and it is going to lead to more money. Again, shark, take care. There'll be a loss of material wealth. You're needing to be very careful with your finances at this time. But we have great good fortune. So also be careful of anyone. I feel like you're coming into some big money as well for some of you here, Gemini, and someone might want some of that. Just be careful of it here. This could be the issue is you're having to cut off people who are kind of just taking advantage of you here. Because someone sees, for some of you, I get someone's around you. Like, I don't know who this is, but like they see you as someone who they can gain from, but they might not have a lot to give you. This is someone who does nothing for you. Like this person does nothing for you, but yet they want what you're winning. Like some of you could actually win something here, and you have this person. This could be a family member or something that's like, okay, where's mine? And you're like, what the fuck do you mean? Where's yours? Yeah, where is yours? This is mine. The hell? Anyways, Gemini, I wish you all the best. I'm sending you all my love. Let me know if this resonated. Let me know down below if you like this video. Make sure you like it and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Personal readings are open. They should be linked down below in the description box. But for now, I will see you guys next time. Okay.